can go to a play almost any time you choose. Hundreds of plays are performed almost every night of the week all across the United States. Your opportunities to see a play would have been very limited, however, had you lived in Greece around 400 to 500 BC. In ancient Greece, plays were performed only a few times a year at religious festivals honoring Dionysus, the Greek god of wine and fertility. The festivals were held to honor Dionysus in the hope that he would bless the Greeks with many children, rich land, and abundant crops. An important part of the festival was the dramatic contest. At first there were contests for drama only, but later contests for comedy were added. The first such contest is thought to have taken place in 534 BC. The winner was Thespis, from whom we derive the term thespian, which is still used today to refer to an actor. Other famous winners of the contests were Sophocles, Aeschylus, and Euripides for drama, and Aristophanes for comedy. Of the hundreds of plays written by these famous Greek playwrights, only 40-some remain today. Among those plays, Oedipus the King by Sophocles is considered one of the finest dramas, and Lysistrata by Aristophanes is perhaps the best-known Greek comedy. Athens was the center of the Greek theater. The most important festival of the year was the great, or city, Dionysia, which was held in late March to the beginning of April in the Theater of Dionysus. This open-air theater was built much like today's large football or baseball stadiums. Since each play was performed only once, the theaters had to be large enough to hold thousands of people. Historians believe that as many as 14,000 to 17,000 people might have attended each production. So that all the audience could see, the theater was built into a hillside. The performance took place on the ground level, a circular floor called the orchestra, and the audience extended all the way to the top of the hill. Some historians believe that the audiences were made up exclusively of boys and men. Other experts believe that women and even slaves might have attended. Since there was no electricity for lighting, sound, or special effects, the plays began early in the morning and lasted until the sun began to set. Imagine the excitement in the air as people prepared to spend an entire day at the theater. Many of the Greek actors wore lightweight masks. These masks made it easier for the actors to change characters quickly. Since the first Greek actors were all men, the masks also made their portrayal of female roles more believable. Much of the action of the Greek play was song and dance by a group of young men and boys. This group was called the chorus. Thespis is credited by most historians as being the first playwright, and perhaps the first person to have stepped out from the chorus to recite the first solo lines, and thereby become the first actor. The type and style of theater performed in the United States today can be traced all the way back to these ancient Greek plays given in honor of Dionysus. What better indication of the importance of Greek influence than the fact that such key words as theater, drama, tragedy, and comedy all originated with the Greeks?